It's always a pleasure to visit Patek Philippe, and this time is no different. It's been almost 6 months since my last visit. I've had an interest in a world time complication for a while now, but never mentioned it to my AD for a few reasons. A couple of things held me back. The 5231G looks great, but these are rare handicraft pieces, so not easy to get, and prices just went up. The others also look great, but the prices are also high, and the case size and thickness are larger. 41 or 42 millimeters is just too large for my wrist. Then I saw this 5110G in the pre-owned section with box and papers from 2001. I normally don't buy pre-owned, but I made an exception this time because of the 37 millimeter case diameter, 9 millimeter thickness, beautiful guilloche dial, and a reasonable price. All of this with the same excellent buying experience from my authorized dealer. I'll wait until I get home to take a closer look at this amazing watch. While I'm here, I won't miss the chance to try on a few other watches. The Dune color looks better in person, but still a little flat or dull. I prefer the black 36 Ranger, but the steel does not feel as nice as Rolex. I prefer 904L steel. The Landdweller 36 still looks great, but I'll wait a few months to see what other dial colors will come out. There's a potential for a black or blue dial to look even better than this. A funky vintage day-date with a fossil dial. I couldn't pass up the chance to look at a rare stone dial from Rolex. I highly recommend this 5396G annual calendar with moon phases and baguette hour markers, but it looks too similar to what I already have in my collection. It has the day and month displayed right next to each other, but this is not considered a true inline because it does not have the day, date, and month all together. The Ladies Nautilus has a nice fit on my wrist, and the same with the Ladies Aquanaut. Nice, except it has diamonds and a quartz movement. And finally, the masterpiece, sporty, modern, and chic 5167A. 40.8 millimeters, but I was surprised how well it fit on me because of the extremely thin case really helps out with the fit. This will be a dream to acquire as my next piece. Next, we'll stop for lunch with the 5110G, then take a closer look at the watch on the desktop. The world time complication was invented in 1931 by Cotier and was first placed into a wristwatch form in collaboration with Patek Philippe in 1937. After the 1960s, there were no more world time watches in production by Patek Philippe until the year 2000 when this 5110G was introduced, along with a platinum version and a yellow gold version. So this 5110G represents the modern revival of the Patek Philippe World Time. The watch comes with the original presentation box, a leather sleeve wallet containing the certificate of origin. The certificate is stamped 2001, and the good thing is that it has no customer name written on it. That section has been left blank, but the jeweler's store name is typed in. The name of the store is always typed in on the certificate before it leaves Switzerland. And this also appears to be hand-signed by Philippe Stern. Unfortunately, the interior of the presentation box has deteriorated, so I won't open the box because it's not a pretty sight. Case diameter is a nice 37 millimeters, although it wears slightly larger because of the gently sloping crown guards and the longer lugs. Other than the crown guards and the side pusher, the case design is fairly simple, without any other flourishes such as scalloped sides or stepped lugs. The lugs do gently curve down to hug the wrist. It came with a brand new Patek Philippe alligator strap with a deployment buckle in white gold, which is surprisingly comfortable. The regular size strap is slightly too long on my 6.5-inch wrist, so I have ordered a size small. The movement is the nicely decorated 240HU, which features a solid gold micro rotor to give it a thin profile, and it has a 48-hour power reserve. The divots you see there are used to screw down the transparent sapphire case back. The 37mm case fits well on my small wrist, and the longer lugs keep it from looking too small. 37 to 38mm might be the sweet spot for me for dress watches. This watch looks elegant but not overly formal. It can still be worn casually. This case design is a throwback to the classically designed Patek Philippe cases. The white gold has that extra reassuring weight on the wrist, and it does not attract attention. In fact, I think the whole watch does not attract unwanted attention. Only when you examine the dial closely, you see all the intricate details. Starting from the periphery, there are 2 rings of city names printed in a pleasant font. The names of the city generally stay consistent over the reference models, with some occasional variations. There's not a city for India because of its weird half time zone. And if you're famous enough, Patek Philippe has been known to make a custom one-off piece made with the city of your choice. Further in, there's a metallic rotating ring, dark blue for the nighttime cities and silver for the daytime cities. Tiny details are welcome, such as the golden crescent moon. Each time I look down into the dial, I see another interesting feature. There's a beautiful silver guilloche center done by hand, and finally the gold-applied hour markers and Dauphine hands. Noticeably, there's no running seconds hand, which might be a negative for some, and there's no date complication. Let me show you briefly how to use the world time function using military time. I'm in the New York time zone, so New York is centered right on top. The time is now 16:14. I can use the ring to read the time of the other cities. So now it's 21:14 in London and 1:14 in Dubai. If I want to fly to London, press the side pusher until London is at the 12 o'clock position. The hour hand advances accordingly, and the time ring also adjusts appropriately. Let's see how the new watch fits in with the collection. All of these were purchased from the authorized dealer. All of these were purchased new except for the world time. The 5205G annual calendar was purchased at a different AD, and they no longer have license to sell Patek Philippe. The case size is 40mm, but wears more like a 39. I love the details of the case design, the concave bezel and the scalloped sides, and the see-through lugs. The dial has a deep, vibrant blue color and a classic sector-style design. I like the 6119G because of its extremely thin case design. Even though it's white gold, I can forget that this is on my wrist. I have it back on the custom Patek Philippe gray leather strap, and I think this gives it a nice monochromatic look. The case diameter is 39mm, but the Achilles heel of this watch is that it should be 2mm smaller, and the lugs do not curve down enough to hug the wrist, so it lies too flat on the wrist. The 5212A is the quirky watch. Stainless steel, 40 millimeters, so it's lightweight. The dial is just fun to look at, and the weekly calendar function is nice to have. I have this back on the factory Patek Philippe leather strap, and this gives it a nice, light, casual look. The 5226G is so versatile. I love the font on those numerals, the syringe hands, and that special textured dial in a fume charcoal. And the case is special because of that hobnail pattern completely surrounding the sides of the case. It also comes with an extra tanned leather strap, but I've kept it on this dark charcoal textured strap for the whole time. Along with the 5226G, this 4947A is another favorite. This annual calendar is special because this 38 millimeter size fits better on my wrist. The case design itself is slightly plain, but the watch makes up for it by that beautiful blue dial. The brightness of the blue changes according to the angle and the ambient light, and it has a beautiful, intricate texture, almost like linen or denim. It came with a steel bracelet, but I think it looks better on a leather strap. I have it on this third-party strap while I wait for the navy blue custom Patek Philippe leather strap to arrive. And my most complicated piece, the Grand Complications Perpetual Calendar. I love those elegant Breguet numerals. The rose gold case complements the ivory dial and also complements the chestnut leather strap. The ivory dial actually is something special and a beautiful accent of blue in the moon phase window. And this has another beautifully designed case with flowing, elegant lines. The only issue I have with this is the comfort of the gold deployant strap. I'm not sure exactly what is making the deployant strap uncomfortable, because now I notice that the deployant strap on my 5110 is comfortable to wear. But anyway, I've asked to order a tang buckle to replace this deployant clasp. I have a good variety of materials, case designs, dial colors, and complications. That's what I love about Patek Philippe. There's so much variety in their catalog. You can have multiple watches without all of them looking the same. Next year, I think I want just one more watch to fill in that upper right slot. And then that just might be it. And shout out to Frank V, who guessed correctly the World Time watch based on the teaser post without getting any hints, so I don't know how you did it. And thanks again to everyone following along this year, and I hope everyone has a happy 2026.